signed off. Say 80s and all sorts of stuff on there. Hiya! Full. Yes, I did catch it.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Thin Brown Line Airsoft YouTube channel. I'm Mark, or Sherman. I'm back with actually something I've never reviewed before. A type of airsoft gun I've never reviewed before. And this is, I would say, more film sim, mil sim. Not so much mil sim, actually. But very themed. I wouldn't use this particular gun for a skirmish because of what it is, but I will show you. It's from ASG. I really like it, but I wouldn't have one because I wouldn't have a use for it. For me, it would just end up as a wall hanger. It is a Schofield 6-inch barreled revolver. And it's in aging black, so it's like pre-weathered. As you can see on the box, it says full metal body, wood texture pistol grip design. It's polymer, good polymer. It's CO2 powered. It has the CO2 tool in the grip, and it includes the cartridges. It says all over the box. It's quite a simple box, tells you everything you need to know. Obviously, it's non-blowback. It's got it in French on the side, actually. But yes, it's, as you can see, with a nice big blue label, it's ASG. This has been lent to me again by a very good friend of mine. He's trusted me to take it off him and run. The box is actually pretty simple. It just comes with an instruction manual and the revolver. Now, this revolver, like I say, this is part of the reason I wouldn't actually personally use it for a normal skirmish, because it's for a normal skirmish I would say it was fairly unwieldy, but it looked cool to use it. It's based off of the Smith & Wesson Model 3, which after some design changes by a gentleman of the name Major George W. Schofield, it became the Schofield, which was originally chambered in 45 long Colt. Understandably, look at the size of the damn thing. And it was the world's first cartridge firing revolver, which is quite funky. Now, it is all metal with the exception of the polymer handguards. And well, tell you what, we'll go through the markings and stuff first, of which there are a few. So we'll start on the bottom of this pistol grip here. It's got your ASG logo embossed, and I don't know how well you can see that, but engraved into it, it's got 1877, I have to double check then, 1877. Again, it's mirrored on the opposite grip. On the underside, well, upper strap, but it's got Cal 6mm BB made in Taiwan. Under the actual cylinder itself, you've got a serial number. I don't know if these are unique serial numbers to each pistol, but it's got a serial number just there. And on the barrel, it says in very nice scriptive text, and they've also made that look faded as well. It says Schofield. Very nice. I don't think it's got any more markings on it at all, has it? No. So, this is a single action revolver, so it's on safe. I know there's no gas in it, but there are cartridges in it. So every time you can't continue to pull the trigger, you have to pull the hammer back, pull the trigger, pull the hammer back, pull the trigger, pull the hammer back, pull the trigger. Which is why I've said, personally for me in a skirmish, wouldn't be ideal. Maybe as a period loadout with it as a sidearm for something like a Winchester. I don't know a huge amount about my Western history, but quite possibly a Winchester style sniper rifle type loadout with this as a sidearm, maybe. Not sure. But anyway, features on this. I'll prise off the grip. As you look at the rear of the pistol, the left hand grip comes off, which I'm pulling off now, and that is where your 12 gram CO2 cartridge goes. on the inside of the grip, you've got the tool, which you insert on the bottom of the handguard to undo the screw, to put your cartridge in, to do the screw back up again. I'm just going to do that up again. When my friend lent me this, it did have some gas in it. In fact, I cacked my pants because I didn't realise it had a gas cartridge in it. Took it off safe, and I was mucking about with it. I pulled the trigger and it went pop. So yeah, nearly filled my underwear. Behind the hammer, you've got your safety. As you can see, red and white. White is safe, red is fire. Above that, you've got your rear sight, and it's actually a dual purpose rear sight. It's about, I'll go into that in a minute. You've got rear sight, and you've got just a front blade sight, and you'll probably see there is a gully all the way down to improve your aim down the pistol. Makes it nice and easy. Now, this dual purpose rear sight, as you can see, you pull the sight backwards and the pistol drops forwards. As you can see as well, or you should be able to see, it's got a working shell ejector. So as you drop the barrel forwards, the shells raise up so you can pull them out. These are metal shells with a hard rubber, basically a hot rubber almost, tip on them. So you put your BBs in this end, unlike some where you have to put the BB in the rear and then use them. Take 6. Sorry. Take 6, comes with 6. Now, if you don't want to use the shell ejector, on the underside, just in front of the trigger and trigger guard, you've got this little humped button thing. So when you open that up, if you push that down, it drops the shells back down out of the way. So quite useful if you're, I mean, you can pull your shells out thus, chuck them across the room, taken, like that, and when you go to put them back in, they'll drop back in, he says, without dropping them all over the, all over me lounge come temporary studio. And you snap it back shut. So it's actually quite a simple pistol, but I quite like this. Like I say, I wouldn't personally have one because of the fact that I wouldn't ever use it. It's very nice. Like I say, it probably film sim, period sim type games, it would be quite good for. Comes in weighing at 1 kilogram, and that's with no BBs obviously in it. So that's just over £2 in weight as well. Out of the box, on these shells, on 0.2 gram BBs, it's not skirmishable. You will need power down shells, which I do believe you can buy as well, because it chronos on around about 480 FPS with 0.2 gram in it and a full bulb. Yeah, it needs downgrading. They retail at about £200, or I think it's about 220, 230 US dollars, something like that. They suggest a skilled player. It's not a beginner level pistol for obvious reasons, because you've got to certainly for somebody with small hands, you're going to struggle, because I ain't got the smallest hands on the planet, but it's still a stretch to operate this single-handed. With two hands, it's very easy, obviously. And you can't feather it either, because if you hold the trigger in, you can't actually pull the hammer back. It is literally single action, pull back, hammer, fire, pull back, hammer, fire, pull back, hammer, fire. But it's a very nice pistol. Revolver, sorry. I quite like it. Just stab myself on the hand with it. What else is there I can tell you? Not a great deal actually, because it's a fairly simple airsoft gun. Like I say, it's from ASG. It's full metal with the exception of the grips. Got a nice weight to it. I mean, if anything, it feels a little front end heavy, but that's because of the design of the sort of Colt style pistol grip. So yeah, it's more front end heavy, but that in the real ones I do believe helped with the recoil, so it wouldn't recoil like that because of, you know, it's so front end heavy it would only recoil a wee bit, I think. Anyway, what do you think? Do you like it? Almost like Dirty Harry, isn't it? Why don't you get off your horse and drink your milk? That's not Dirty Harry, but anyway. Do you feel lucky? Punk. Well, do you? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Like I say, I quite like this, but again, wouldn't own one. Literally, like I say, just because I wouldn't actually have any real use for it. In fact, I did own a 45 Magnum, a Colt, a Python, and I sent it to my brother because I used it once, never used it again, so sent him that. Anyway, that is the Schofield 6-inch barreled revolver. Very nice, very, very nice gun. But like I say, more for your experienced players, and I would say more collector gun style really than a player gun style. But anyway, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications. And yeah, thanks for watching.